Neelu,
Okay,
start.
Subhashini. Okay.
Start.
Learning adds flavor to personality. A very pleasant morning to everyone present here. Stepping into the third day of International Conclave on Emerging Technologies in IT, I'm very much glad to invite all of you once again on behalf of IT Department, St. Joseph Institute of Technology. In order to welcome our today's eminent chief guest, Ms. Vanitha Mani, I would like to have our colleague, Ms. Subhashini.
A very good morning to all. On behalf of Department of Information Technology, St. Joseph Institute of Technology, I welcome all the participants for today's session on data analytics. It gives me an immense pleasure to welcome our speaker, Ms. Vanitha Mani, a data scientist at International Gaming Technology, IGT. Las Vegas. She has graduated Bachelor's of Engineering in Computer Science and Engineering in Dhanalakshmi College of Engineering and Master of Science MS in Software System at BITS Bilani. She has got totally 7 years of industry experience. She has worked as a team lead and an application developer at IBM India Private Limited for 3 years and also as a project manager at logistic company USA for 2 years and as a data scientist at Caesars Entertainment USA for 1 year. She is certified with Java J2EE developer and she has extensive knowledge on Ruby, PHP, Python, mobile and web framework. Once again, I welcome our eminent speaker, Ms. Vanitha, to take the session. Thank you.
Thank you, Subhashini, for introducing me. Good morning, everyone, and participants to faculties of St. Joseph College of Engineering and Institute of Technology. It's immense pleasure to on topic called data analytics today. So let's start. So data analytics. What is data analytics? So now in internet and in social media, more buzzing word is like data science, big data, and data analytics. So let's see what are these words. So data science, basically the data science is deal with the unstructured and structured data, and it also related to the data cleansing, preparation, and analysis. Basically, the data science is a combination of statistics, mathematics, programming, problem solving, and capturing the data. So let's look, for example, like a Google search in internet search. The search engine usually uses the data science algorithms to deliver the best results for search queries in fraction of a second. So next we'll go to the word big data. What is big data? Big data means the humongous volume of data that cannot be processed effectively using the traditional applications which are be using in industry right now. And it is something that can be used to analyze the insights, and it can lead to a better decisions and strategic business moves. And for example, big data are used in the financial sector, telecommunications, and even in retail and healthcare, and it's widespread in every industry. And coming to the word data analytics. What is data analytics? It just involves we are going to applying algorithm or a mechanical process to derive the insights. And for example, running through several data sets we are having in the industry and look for a meaningful relations between these data. And for example, healthcare industry and even travel industry, gaming industry, as I'm working in gaming, in casino systems, and also in the financial part. So, for example, in the travel industry, let's take travel. Now we cannot travel due to COVID-19. So let's take it at least as example. So in travel, we will be using a personalized travel recommendations whenever we are using to book a ticket, flight ticket. So we will get, sometimes we'll get a recommendation to which flight we can fly in the website. Everybody used to see that. So it's basically based on the data analytics. It to be delivered by data analytics based on some social media data where we usually post some tweets, post some feeds. So from there, they collect the data and give us some recommendations. This is what a data analytics in simple words. So the analytics is the use of mainly the data, information technology, statistical analysis, quantitative methods, and mathematical or computer based models. It basically helps the managers to gain the insight of the business operations and make better decision using data analysis. And business analytics is a subset of data analytics, and we are having a more number of analytics around like healthcare analytics, logistic analytics, analytics, workspace analytics. So the analytics is a widespread area. So coming to business analytics, what would be the business analytics? It's actually processing and studying the business data, and we'll be using the statistical methods to transform that data into business insights. It also determine which data sets are useful and how that can be leveraged to solve problems and increase efficiency, productivity, and also the company revenue. So the business analytics widely used applications are in financial market, in human resource, in gaming industry, healthcare industry, and in most widely spread every industries we will be using the business analytics concept. Okay, let's see. So we are having different types of analytics. Coming to data analytics, we have the mainly used analytics in the industry would be descriptive analytics, predictive analytics, and prescriptive analytics. What is descriptive analytics? It uses the data to understand past as well as the present. Predictive analytics, it analyzes only the past performance. And prescriptive analytics, it uses some of the techniques to determine the future. So let's see that. So these are the data analytic capabilities, how the industry grows. So descriptive analytics, it asks what happened. And for example, let's take a tabulation of social metrics like Facebook likes, tweets, and followers. Those data can be described as a descriptive analytics, and it is used for reporting of general trends like travel destinations. We can get those data from travel, and it is used to search and summarize historical data in order to identify the design patterns and the meaning of the data. So for example, let's take like the learning course which we are doing now, like webinar, online learning course with a discussion board. So data analytics could determine the how many students were participating in this discussion and how many times a particular student posted in the discussion forum, like the comments in the YouTube streaming. So those data are referred as the descriptive analytics. And here in descriptive analytics, the data is first gathered and sorted by data aggregation. What is data aggregation? In data aggregation, we can make the data sets more manageable. And the second is the data mining. In data mining, it involves in search of the data to identify the patterns and the meaning of it. Those identified patterns are analyzed to discover the specific ways that learners interacted with the learning content and within the learning environment. So what happened? So descriptive analytics get the data, what happened, which is the initial design phase. So next is the diagnostic analytics. What is diagnostic analytics? Diagnostic analytics is just a form of advanced analytics. It just examines the data or content to answer the question, why did it happen? Why we are using it, for what we are going to do it. For example, in healthcare or in diagnostic center, they will be asking for like if the patients gets fever or if it gets for like in COVID-19. So we will be having a fever, breathing problem. So those, why did it happen? So those data are referred as the in diagnostic analytics. And next comes the predictive analytics. It asks the question, what will happen? So it predicts the future. So what will happen? So in predictive analytics, it actually uses the algorithms and the machine learning to identify the trends in data and predict the future behaviors. And basically, the descriptive analytics is not enough for a business to simply show how the learners performed on how they interacted with learning content. As we said in example for descriptive analytics, so we should be going desirable to go beyond descriptive analytics and gain insight into whether the training initiatives are working and how they can be improved. For example, in the learning course, how the training can be working and how they can be improved in future. So those data can be referred as a predictive analytics, that is which is in the future. And it can take with past and current data and offer predictions of what could happen in the future. An identification of possible risk or opportunities, it enables the businesses to take actionable intervention in order to improve the future learning initiatives. Okay. Next would be the prescriptive analytics. It asks the question, how can we make it happen? So we will be analyzing all the data and collect the data. So there comes the prescriptive analytics, how we can make these data and get a better solution for the business. So prescriptive analytics, it is used to generate the recommendations and make decisions based on the computational finding of algorithmic models. So here we'll be using some algorithms to prescribe what will be happen and how we make it happen for growing the business and how we will take the decisions efficiently. And so, for example, we will be using the online learning course for learning analytics. And this could range from simple automated recommendations made by the employers who are taking the online training to recommendations that indicate how the instructor or the course designers can improve the design of a course or a program. So in prescriptive analytics, how we can make it happen better for a business. So for example, we are taking the learning online course. So here, the online training, we can recommend that how the instructor or course designers can improve the design of a course or a program. So we can collect the data and we can analyze it and we can decide on the decision and facts and how we can make it happen in the future. So there comes the prescriptive analytics. Okay, types of data. We have more data and around this world, and data is a king. So all will be having a doubt that what is the data and what is the information. So what is the difference between these two? So information is nothing but the processed and organized data, where data is it's an individual. It contains a raw material and which does not carry any specific meaning. Only when it connects with the information, it gives us some logical meaning. And we have different types of data around like Excel data, MLSQL data, web data, and there comes ledger data, records, everything. But those are used for analysis. But as a data scientist, we will be using statistical data types. So which is very important for a data scientist for analyzing the data. So I'm going to describe here the types of the statistical data type. So yeah. So here when collecting or gathering data, we collect data from individual cases or a particular variables. So here we are using the variable. It is a unit of data collection where the value can vary. So there are four types of data, which is the categorical data, nominal data, ordinal data, interval data, and the ratio data. So, okay. This is the examples for example order purchasing database. So here the example for categorical data would be the supplier, order number, and the item description. Ratio would be the item cost, quantity, and cost per order, and the interval would be order date and arrival date. So what is the categorical data or a nominal data? It just represents the discrete units and it is used to label the variables that have no quantitative value. So here the supplier, it does not shows a quantitative value. It just shows the name. So for example, Are you married? Yes or no? Only the options will be there, one or two. That would be the example for categorical or nominal data. And next would be, what would be the ordinal data? Ordinal data is nothing but it represents discrete and ordered units. It is basically the same as nominal data, but except its ordering matters. And there next comes the interval data. Interval data is nothing but it represents ordered units that have the same difference. And it does not have the zero value. It does not have the true zero value. Whereas the ratio data is same as the interval values, but with the difference that they do have an absolute zero value. So let's look at the example for those data types. So this is the nominal or categorical data example, just the option yes or no, male or female. What is your gender, for example? And ordinal data example. So it just represents the ordered units with the ordering. Like for example, how satisfied are you with the level of service you have received? So very satisfied, somewhat satisfied, whatever the options, you can click on it. And here is an example for interval and ratio data. Both interval and ratio data are representing the scale data. It can be measured on a scale and data can be placed in as a ranks. So for example, interval data example would be the temperature, timing, and the scores which we get in the SAT score or GMAT score, etc. Those data are considered as the interval data. And next would be the ratio data. Ratio data is nothing but the length, weight, height, age. So these are called as data types for statistical data types. Okay. These are the analytic tools and measures we are using around the industry right now, and still more are available in the market. So which is widely used and most used in the industry, or like is a Power BI, Tableau, Oracle, Excel, Splunk, SAS, and for programming we are using Python programming and R programming. Those are the tools, and data sources would be the data we are getting from Excel or everything coming around database, MS SQL Server, web data, everywhere. We are getting those data or the data sources and the measures. These measures are showing the performance of the data and to gain the revenue of the business. So data integrity, here comes data integrity. Data integrity is implemented during the design phase. And it states that it defines a data that is both valid as well as accurate. And data integrity as a process, it describes measures used to ensure the validity and accuracy of a data set or all data contained in the database or other construct. So basically, the data should be valid and accurate. For example, if a user, we are creating some forms, so user could accidentally try to enter a phone number in the date field. So if the system enforces this data integrity measure, it will prevent the user from making those mistakes. That's a simple example for data integrity. And second would be the self-service measure. It's offer customers and employees tool and information so that they can find answers for the questions and have a better experience with the product and the service. So it helps the customers to ask questions and get it sorted out right away and have a better experience with the product or service the company is providing. And third would be the analytic capability. Analytic capability is like we are using those descriptive analytics, predictive analytics, and creating the charts and analyzing the data. Using those analysis, we would take up a decision which makes the revenue for the company. So those analytics comes here, analytic capability. And last would be the data governance, which is a very important in analytics measures, because the data governance, it encompasses the people, processes, and information technology required to create a consistent and proper handling of an organization's data across the business enterprise. So basically, it just required the proper handling of the data. So the data should be accurate, data should be valid, and data should be clean. So data cleansing, preparing, and analysis will be made here in data governance. And there are the four metrics to identify the data governance function. So those four metrics will be um, it would be like improvement in the data quality scores and adherence to the data management standards and processes, and reduction in risk events and reduction in data rectification cost. So these are the four metrics the data governance measure would consider to measure the data. This would be the 2020 academic research which was made in 2011, and it is still in under process in 2020. Uh, IBM and MIT has researched that the top four performing companies in the industry are most likely to use analytics rather than the traditional methods. And big data analytics has found that 85% of the respondents indicate that their firms would be using advanced analytics within the 3 years. So in US, widely all the industries are using analytics. Basically, a gaming industry is using analytics, and healthcare industry, and also the financial industry, banking sector also uses the data analytics. Since I'm working in the gaming industry, let me tell us few words about data analytics, how it is used in gaming industry. With data analytics, the casino owner, the casinos, can predict the changes in the player's behavior when they put up a card in the slot machine and play. They can remain the changes in the player's behavior and take the necessary steps to retain them so that the customer comes to them again and again to play. And also, data analyst plays a crucial role in helping the online casino gaming since COVID-19. So many of them are not interested to go and play in casinos. So they brought up an online gaming casino industry to retain their present customers in such a smoother way. And casino gaming companies can use big data to improve their marketing campaigns by creating the personalized advertisements also to target the customers. So here comes the marketing analytics. So how the advertisements are made to cover the customers and to bring back the old customers. So those data, those data are analyzed, and it is used in gaming industry as of right now. So I would say career wise in data analytics, it's a wide ways career, and we have more jobs available for data scientists here. Since for data scientists, you would be knowing the technology like SAS, Python programming, R, and basically SQL, because we need to write more complex queries and a creative mindset to analyze the data, and also the mathematical and statistical methods of analyzing data. So I would say this would be the sexiest job for the 21st century, and we can get a great salary. So if we learn these technologies and look for this job, it is very widely spread job and even all over the world. And so every students and participants can ask me questions regarding this career in data scientist and data analyst as well. So I'm very much happy to help the students as well. Then the conditions that lead to analytics based organizations. What are the conditions that lead to analytics? Why they want analytics? First would be the nature of the industry. For example, the banking sector. In banking sector, we'll be having more number of data, like the credit card industry, debit card, and the loan pressure, and loan amount, and the auto loans. So there will be the more data will be collected in the financial sector, and so they would be need analysis of data. So that would be the nature of the industry. And second would be the seizing an opportunity. Seizing an opportunity, it's like getting the analysis and making the right decision to get the business move in a smoother way and grow in a smoother way and succeed in. So that's a seizing an opportunity. And third one, responding to a problem. So when it comes to responding to a problem, so when in more number of data is there and there is no analytics in the industry, then the industry do not know how to respond in the future or what is happening in the industry. So once we get the data and analyze the data, create the charts and get the insight, business insight, that way the analytics play a vital role for any business to get revenue. So for example, online retailers. For example, let's take Amazon. Amazon as an example. In Amazon, where when we order any product, there more data will be collected through the Facebook. When we search for any product, we will get the recommendations whenever we browse the internet. We will get the Amazon internet because in the past we would have searched the same product. So those will be collected as the analysis of click stream data, and from there the customer profitability analysis. So from there they'll get the more customers to their online retail website, and from their customer segmentation analysis, the customer would order the products and the product recommendation, like for example, if you order some dress or something which is in Amazon, so same designs or similar designs will be displayed whenever you browse the internet or whenever you enter into the Amazon website. You will get the same number of recommendations, what all you can buy. So those are also the data analysis part. And from there, the campaign management is nothing but the marketing, how they are marketing the products, the sellers, how they are marketing the products, and the pricing. So pricing would be like in some website it would be like high, and some website it will be like low. So it will give the recommendation which website is low. So there comes the pricing and forecasting. So these all the data will be collected and forecasted via these analysis of data tools. For example, Tableau. And using the Tableau, we will be creating a dashboards. Dashboards is nothing but we'll be using the charts. For example, we will be using a pie chart, bar chart, for example, tree maps. So we are having a wide spread of more number of charts around. So whichever is comfortable, we can use that. Using Tableau, we can create the dashboards. From the dashboards, we can get the right data, accurate data. From there, the retail industry can analyze that more number of people are getting this product, and whatever insights, whatever would be the business needs, they would be viewing the dashboards. They can get those insights, and the decision would be made based on that. So the decision would be the facts, or because data are collected from the customer website, online retail. So everything would be everything would be the facts, and so the company can take the better decision using the analytics of data. And we have, excuse me, and we are having like Amazon Kinesis data analytics. It is one of the analytics the Amazon presents, and it is the easiest way to analyze the streaming data and gain the actionable insight and respond to the business and customer needs. It actually takes care of everything required to run the real-time applications continuously and scales automatically to match the volume and throughput of our incoming data. With Amazon Kinesis data analytics, it's like we should only pay for the resources we are streaming, and there would be no minimum fee or setup cost for that. So everybody can try it out. Amazon Kinesis data analytics, so that you can get used to it, how the analytics has been done. Here comes some small example. just take a data analytics forum, the survey, how it is works. So first we'll be asking this question: do you have a formal DA program? So we'll be having the three option, whether yes or no or unsure. So the customer would be giving their opinions, and using those opinions and data, we will be creating a chart. So we will be asking more number of questions like this. Does your for example, does your data analytics program include areas are beyond audit? So these are the functional areas which where the DA program can be used. So these are the three options will be given: unsure, no, or yes. Based on the customer data, the chart can be prepared. And this is one of the bar chart and where the DDA tools can be leveraging. So what are the tools can be used like Excel, ACL, Tableau, SQL, SAS, and Power BI or any other. So these are the examples of charts, how it can be developed using the data. So these are the data capabilities. These are three options. So how the data chart can be developed. And basically, these charts can be done using Tableau, and many other business intelligence tools are around in the market. But basically, most of the industries are using Tableau. So Tableau charts are in like, for example, bar charts, line charts, area charts, histograms, bubble charts, bullet charts, Gantt charts. So I think Gantt charts will be used in our engineering book somewhere. We've used Gantt charts. So through Tableau, we can create a creative number of charts so that the data can be analyzed visually. I have a 2 minutes video, which is animated video for you guys, and how the data analytics are used in the banking sector. You can view it now. Yes, thank you for watching. And I think you can now know what would be the in simple words, what would be the data analytics, how the data is analyzed in banking. And the main tools we are using here is the SAS tool. It is the statistical analysis system tool. It is used for reporting, data mining, and predictive modeling with the help of powerful visualization and interactive ba- dashboards. So interactive dashboards, what would be interactive dashboards? Interactive dashboards usually created via a Tableau or BI, SAS, and even using the programming, Python programming and R programming, so that those interactive dashboards will be helpful to the stakeholders and the business owners to get the business insights and make the decision based on the analysis. And it in SaaS BI, we having the criteria like data integration, data presentation, analyzing on ad hoc basis, mobile deployment, and also the strength of it's very seamlessly, very high. And the main feature of SAS BI tool is that it is used to show the data visually, and it creates the reports, charts, and visuals from the analyzed data for easy understanding of complex data and trending the analysis and exploring more new opportunities. And second would be it used for creating insightful and easy analytics. For example, identifying the correlations, visualizing the trends, and predicts the future outcomes and trends. And third would be SASBI is used for interactive dashboards and self-service ad hoc reporting. And it also helps to create ad hoc distribution quality reports all by itself. And the reports would be simple and it can be created by management executive themselves. So it is easy to use this tool, and it's very widely used tool, and we can learn it easily. And it has a built-in data access, mashup, filtering, and data transformation. And it can be easily integrated with MS Office tools like Excel and Outlook. The main benefits of this tool is that SIS Visual Analytics, it helps in analyzing big data of an enterprise in generating the powerful insights from it. And it also enables businesses to identify the trends, spot correlation between the data and outside, and isolate the outliers and realize the exceptions, unearth the root cause of such variations, and come up with some new ideas. And it also helps in creating visuals which are appealing and grabs the interest of the business users. So this technology is very important for anyone interested in data analytics. So you can learn SAS analytics, SAS tool, R programming, Python programming, and mainly very much strong in SQL and very much strong in writing the complex queries. So these are the important tools we need to know when you want to become a data scientist or a data analyst. And in IGT, I'm working as a data scientist and I'm using Salesforce tool. I hope everyone will be know about the Salesforce tool. So in Salesforce tool, we are having a new feature called Einstein Analytics. It's a very nice feature of Salesforce. In Einstein Analytics, we can create more dashboards easily by analyzing the data, and it's very interesting to do it. Recently, I have created a dashboard for COVID-19 when all the casinos were closed. So now the slowly the situation changes and the casinos were opening. So I have created a dashboards of mentioning how much casinos were closed, how much casinos were opened, where the businesses are running, where they need the slot machines for gaming, where the customers are coming. So these all related all these questions data need to get it, and then analyze all these data and come up with a solution of creating the dashboard and what would be the decision of the company to take when the casinos open, because when the casinos open they would be needing more machines for missions, and they will be having the support from the company for gaming support and customer support. So we have created a dashboard before the casinos open, so that we got a business insight of when casinos opened. We got the decision, a great decision of making how to increase our company growth and revenue. So those interactive dashboards are very much helpful for data analytics in gaming industry, in financial sector, and every industries. It is very much interesting. And coming to R tool, what is the R tool? R tool is used for statistical computing, mainly in data science. It is the small programming language. It is widely used among statisticians and data miners for developing statistical software and data analysis. Sorry. Yeah. Let's see what would be the features of R programming. R programming is a well developed and it is a simple programming language. It includes like conditionals, loops, user defined recursive functions, and input and output facilities. R is used for effective data handling and storage facility, and it provides a suite of operators for calculations on arrays, lists, vectors, and matrices. So basically, when you want to learn R programming, we should be strong in mathematics and statistics, because it provides a graphical facilities for data analysis and display either directly at the computer or printing at the papers. And next would be the important tool which is used for data analysis is Python programming. Python programming is used to create an interactive dashboards. And Python is nothing but an object-oriented, high-level programming language. It is highly built with the data structures combined with the dynamic typing and dynamic binding. So it has more uh, libraries it's in itself, so which can be used for creating data analysis type of dashboards and collecting data. And it the debugger is written in Python itself. It is used to testify the Python's introspective power, and it is the quickest way to debug a program. It's to add just a few print statements for the source. So Python programming is very easy to learn, and it's very important for data analytics as well. So these are the important tools used in data analytics, and we need to learn these technologies when we want to grow in data analytic department. So last but not least, we have a small little data analytics humor. You can read it from this PPT. You need a dashboard application to track your key metrics. That way you will have more data to ignore when you make your decisions based on company politics. Will the data be accurate? Okay, let's pretend that matters. It's just a small data analytics humor. So learning analytics is not just simply about collecting data from the learners, but about finding the meaning in the data in order to improve the future learning. So we need to collect the data, analyze the data. We need to know the meaning of the data and how to clean up the unused data and analyze the data and come up with a great solution to make the business grow with greater revenue. So analytics plays a very vital role in every part of the industry. So, so I think pretty much done with the data analytics, basics of data analytics and statistical analysis, and what the data scientists use the tools, data visualization tools, and what are the programming languages are used. So if anybody has any queries, you can share with me now.
Thank you, Vanita, for your wonderful session. Actually, participants have given a good feedback on this session. It was very useful and informative, and it was best of all the other things. So this was the feedback given by the participants. And dear participants, if you have any queries, you can post it over the chat window. So it would be easy for us to communicate with you.
And also, if you have any other queries regarding career in data analyst or data scientist related roles, you can email me so that I can help you guys.
Vanita, could you share about some research-oriented details about this topic?
Research oriented?
Yeah, research-oriented. How the future would be, and what are the corners we can concentrate on this, since it is a very big area, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what.
Basically, what would be the future would be like, and right now we are getting data and we are analyzing it and creating more dashboards, and then it goes to the stakeholders. They should approve it and everything. There will be a lot of more processes going on before we are creating a single dashboard. So in future there would be the steps would be cut shorted, and there will be like many tools will be developed around, and we'll using the tools we can create more interactive dashboards without more processes. So process would be become simple in future.
Yeah, thank you so much, Vanita. We don't have any other queries from participant side, so I think that's it. And I would like to call our colleague Subhashini to have a vote of thanks for this session. Subhashini? Subhashini?
Yes, Nilambari. I'm very grateful to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of Department of Information Technology, St. Joseph Institute of Technology. I especially thank our speaker, Ms. Vanita, a data scientist in IGT Las Vegas, for sharing her valuable time and for her wonderful presentation on data analytics. I thank our beloved chairman, Dr. B. Babu Manogran sir, managing director, Mrs. Jessie Priya ma'am, and our director, Mr. B. Sashishega sir, and our beloved principal, Dr. P. Ravichandran sir, and our HODs, head of the departments, for providing us support and opportunity for organizing this great program. Last but not least, I thank our participants for attending this session and making today's event a grand success. Once again, I thank Ms. Vanita for her excellent presentation. I request the participant to stay connected for tomorrow's session on computer simulation on nano materials for frontier applications by two eminent speakers, Dr. Dayalan Velayuda Pillai, Professor and Head, Western Norway University of Applied Science, and Dr. Murugesan Rasakannu, Associate Professor, Western Norway University of Applied Science, on 24th July, that is on tomorrow at 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. I kindly request the participants to submit the feedback form for today's session without fail. Thank you all.
Thank you, Subhashini. And
Thank
thank you, participants, for your great liveliness for our program. So we'll connect tomorrow. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day.
Yeah, thank you, Vanita. Thank you so much.
Thank you.